I'm taking the combine shields out. You always wash the combine with all the shields on it, so I'm gonna put the shields on and drive it back home. All right. Probably one of the last drives in the old combine here. Thankfully it is now fixed, so whoever buys it has a very dependable, for the time being, combine. So we're gonna start out by washing the combine, and once we get the combine washed, we're gonna pull it in here and try and buff up some spots that are chalky on it. We'll see how that goes, but I'm gonna back out right now. Okay, so I'm pulling the GPS receiver off here. It is gonna be coming off with the rest of the stuff on the combine. All the technology is getting taken off. So now I'm gonna unplug the light over there. We're gonna flip this top down just to make it easier to drive around. Don't have to worry about hitting stuff.
It's a little tight up here, but it's built for small people. All right, guys, so we got the combine washed off and we pulled it into the shop, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna spray wax it and then pull it back out. We started it right after we washed it and kind of shot soot everywhere.
It doesn't do much. It doesn't smell that great.
Guys, this scent that we're using is pumpkin spice. It smells kind of interesting. If you've been in Hobby Lobby, that's what it smells like. Maybe I put enough on.
Been messing around here on the back, trying to figure out if we can make it look any better or not. The answer is, well, not really. Any spots where it's lost its shininess and feels chalky, the spray wax does nothing, but it makes the shiny spots look shinier. So it's actually gonna make it contrast more. We're just gonna leave it the way it is. About 90% of the combine's shiny, and it's gonna look okay. So I think what we're gonna do is go around and do stuff like, there's a wire up there that needs zip tied up, and gonna put the GPS wire back inside the cab. And I think we'll just pull this thing outside and let it drip out. You know, it's a 1991. It's a 30-year-old combine. You know, when you're buying a 30-year-old combine, it's not going to look the prettiest, but it's actually one of the better looking 1660s I've seen. This wire here that goes out to the light on the auger has decided to fall down. So we're going to help it get up again.
Open the door, he says.
Little turn of events, using good old rub-on carnauba wax gets this thing shined up a little bit, so it means we're actually going to end up waxing the entire combine by hand. Oh well, it helps it look a little bit better. The auger is shiny enough that doesn't need it, but the rest of it does. You can see right here, it brought the shine back.
Alright guys, so I just finished off wiping the wax off of the red over here on the side, and it looks pretty good.
Ben's working on putting the last little bit of wax on there. He's got a couple inches left, and we're going to take the wax off this side of the combine. Make it look like the back here, it's nice and shiny. Just got a little faded spot right there. This whole side's nice and shiny. We got the cab shined up a bit. Looking like a fine specimen. Might be able to get an extra couple $100 for it. Or not. We'll see. Well guys, you can see the finished product there. Much, much shinier. So we are hopefully going to get our yield monitoring stuff taken out of this thing and our auto steer and all that taken out of this thing within the next little bit here, and then it's going to be going up for sale. If anybody watching wants to buy a 1991 Case International 1660 with 4,700 engine hours, what are they going to need to give?
I would like $20K for it, but we'll see what we can do.
Yeah. If any of you are seriously interested, remember, it's got a brand new set of rubber on it.
I hate cleaning off wet dust. Like if it was going to rain, it usually got put in the shed right before the rain. Yeah, so we didn't have to clean off nasty junk. But sometimes you got caught in the rain and you couldn't help it. But.
So I mean, it's got quite a bit of stuff done to it. New tires. It's got quite a few of the wear parts have been replaced once, but not gonna lie, they're probably gonna need replaced pretty soon again, and a few more parts.
Depends how many acres you put through it.
If you're a farmer who's got 400 acres, this is the perfect machine for you. It's got a grain tank extension. It holds exactly 250 bushel in the grain tank, and it's a solid running machine. It'll do 200 plus bushel corn at about 4.5 to 5 mile an hour, and it we'll run a 25-foot head pretty good. So if any of you are interested, just let us know. Shoot me an email at farmingontheprairie@gmail.com. If any of you remember when we were hauling hay bales and stuff with my truck, this thing likes to squat. That's not the only time it likes to squat. Anytime I hook a trailer up, this truck, it has the axle set up for heavy towing. It has a tall frame rail on it, but it does not have any overload springs on it. It's got a pack of 4 thin leaf springs with a main spring on the bottom. We are going to solve that problem today by installing a set of airbags. So we're gonna install a set of Airlift Load Lifter Ultimate 5000s. These are the 5,000 pound airbag with the jounce bumper inside of it, so it does not get rid of our overload bump stop. From different reviews I read, these are a great airbag, and it's going to be coupled with the Airlift Wireless One Bluetooth controlled compressor system. We're going to get these things bolted up on the truck. I'll show some of the process, but honestly, we're going to be working underneath a dirty truck, so you probably won't see most of it. But I will show you the finished product, and these should help out a lot with stability while towing. Well guys, an hour and a half later and a whole lot of grunting and groaning, we have airbags installed on the truck. They are completely bolted down. Everything is tight. They are lined up front to back, side to side. They are hooked up. Tomorrow, we're gonna be working cattle, but hopefully have enough time to get the wireless air compressor hooked up. We're gonna put it above the spare tire, put everything back in above there. I'm really thinking that this system's gonna be nice. It should improve the ride quality of the truck in general, but also when I'm towing a trailer, it's not gonna be squatted and handle weird. It'll be riding perfectly level all the time. I think it's gonna be nice.
You don't want to look like an idiot from South Carolina?
No. And this short wheelbase truck also does not handle very well when it's squatting. So we're gonna fix that by making it not squat.
No, I mean, no offense to you fools with squatted trucks, but...
So that is all for the video on getting the combine cleaned up. It looks a lot better. Hopefully we can get this thing listed and get it sold pretty quick here. Hi.